The hallway might feel longer than it once did, the steps just a touch heavier. And yet every stride you take is a defiance of time, a quiet promise to yourself and to life that you're still here, still moving. That's why scientists pay attention to walking speed, not just as a measure of strength, but as a reflection of how your entire body is working in harmony. It's the reason a physician might ask you to walk to the end of the hall and back, because in that simple motion lies a story about your heart, your lungs, your nerves, and even your willpower. The truth is, longevity isn't a secret formula. It's a collection of signs, some easy to overlook, others as familiar as your own breath. So when you find yourself walking down the driveway to get the mail, through the grocery store, or just pacing your kitchen floor, remember this: every step is a signpost, a message from your body that says, I still can. Hold on to that, because just beyond it, in the quiet squeeze of your hand, lives the next clue. Think about all your hands have done, the dishes they've washed, the babies they've cradled, the letters they've written, the prayers they've held. Your grip strength may seem like just another medical measurement, but it tells a deeper story, one of endurance, of how well your body is aging, cell by cell. What's incredible is that this one simple action, gripping something, can predict so much. It's connected to your bone density, your cardiovascular strength, your mobility, and yes, your longevity. But this isn't just about squeezing stress balls or lifting weights, though those things help. It's about noticing how your body speaks to you through small acts, how it lets you know when it needs support, nourishment, rest. So next time you reach for a doorknob, a pen, a grandchild's hand, pause for a moment. Feel your grip. Appreciate it. You're still holding on. And sometimes, that's more than enough. Let's keep going. There are more signs waiting to be seen, and more lessons ready to unfold. Quiet, truthful signals that show how your body and spirit carry you through time. This is not about fearing what's next, it's about honoring what is. And that is a beautiful thing. Some people think purpose fades with age, that once you retire, once the children are grown, once the pace of life slows, meaning does too. But that's not true, not even close. In fact, your sense of purpose might matter more now than it ever has. There's something powerful that happens when you know why you get up in the morning. Whether it's to tend the roses, feed the birds, call a friend, or simply watch the sunrise, purpose doesn't need an audience. It just needs to be yours. Doctors and scientists have studied this very thing. They've followed people in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, and found that those who feel they still matter live longer, fuller, more vibrant lives. Not because their bodies are perfect, but because their hearts refuse to stop reaching forward. Purpose is the thread that keeps us stitched into life. When you lose it, the days can feel gray, but when you have it, even just a little, the world glows with quiet meaning. So ask yourself, gently, what makes me feel alive? What do I still want to give, to learn, to experience? Even the softest dream is enough, because life doesn't ask us to be big, it asks us to be present. And when it comes to staying present, few things matter more than a clear, active mind. Now let's talk about that. How often have you walked into a room and forgotten why? Or struggled to recall a name that used to come so easily? These moments can feel unsettling, but small forgetfulness is often just a part of normal aging. What we're looking at here is something deeper: how well your brain adapts, processes, and stays engaged with the world. That's what scientists mean when they talk about cognitive function. In several major studies, researchers found that seniors with strong memory and problem-solving skills not only lived longer, they lived better. With fewer complications, less dependency, and more independence. Why? Because the brain runs the whole show. It tells your heart to beat, your lungs to breathe, your legs to move. When it's healthy, the rest of you tends to follow. But here's the beauty. Even in old age, your brain craves stimulation. It doesn't want to be idle. It wants conversation, books, music, puzzles, stories, new ideas. Every time you read something new, share a memory, or challenge yourself to learn, you're feeding the very part of you that keeps your candle burning. And, when you do forget, forgive yourself. Be kind. You've carried a lifetime of memories. That alone is extraordinary. So let your mind wander. Let it wonder. Let it reach for more. Because your story is still unfolding, and the next chapter is waiting, with open arms. You might think the people around you don't affect your health much, that once you're older, friendships become a luxury, not a necessity. But the truth is, relationships, real ones, aren't just good for the heart emotionally. They're good for the heart physically. Think about the people you've loved, laughed with, grieved with. Each of those connections created something lasting inside you, a warmth, a bond, a reason. The most respected longevity studies, some spanning over 8 decades, have all found the same thing. People who maintain strong relationships live longer, healthier lives. It's not about how many birthday cards you get. It's about whether you have someone to call when the night feels long, someone who listens when your voice shakes, someone whose presence reminds you still matter. Loneliness, especially as we age, can be as harmful as smoking or obesity. It weighs on the heart, weakens the immune system, and dims the will to live. But connection? Even a single one can change everything. It could be a neighbor you wave to, a grandchild you read stories with, a friend you meet for coffee once a week. Even now, it's not too late to reach out, to forgive, to open up, to be seen. Because the truth is, we don't just need others to survive. We need them to live. And when the house grows quiet and the phone rings less and the evenings stretch longer than they used to, there's something else that speaks in the silence. It's the rhythm of your rest. Sleep might seem simple, ordinary even, but it's where healing begins. For seniors, restful sleep becomes more elusive, yet more essential. Your body, after all, does its deepest repair while you sleep. That's when your cells regenerate, your brain stores memory, your heart rate steadies. When sleep is broken, everything suffers: mood, memory, balance, even blood pressure. Over time, chronic poor sleep has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, stroke, and cognitive decline. But here's the good news. You can protect your sleep. A warm cup of herbal tea in the evening, gentle stretching, a quiet room, a bedtime you honor like a sacred promise. These small habits done with care tell your body, you are safe, you can let go. And if sleep still evades you, there's no shame in asking for help. Because rest isn't laziness, it's your body's silent doctor. So tonight, as you pull the blanket over your shoulders, take a moment. Place your hand over your heart. Feel it beating. That's your life. Still here, still steady. And you, dear soul, are still worthy of peace. There's only one sign left now, but it's the one that may carry the most power of all: optimism. Such a small word for something that can change everything. You've seen enough of life to know it's not always kind. You've lost people, faced fear, endured aches that no medicine seems to ease. So no, optimism isn't naivety. It's strength. It's the quiet decision to greet each morning with a soft kind of courage, to find meaning in small things, a warm breeze, a favorite song, a stranger's smile, to still believe even now that good days are possible. This kind of mindset doesn't deny sorrow. It walks beside it hand in hand and still says, but there is more to see. And that choice, made again and again, changes your biology. It lowers stress hormones, protects your heart, improves your immune system, helps you recover faster from illness. It gives you reasons to keep moving, to keep hoping. And if you've been struggling to feel that spark lately, let me remind you of something gentle. You've come through more than most. You've seen seasons turn. You've loved. You've learned, and you're still here. That in itself is a kind of miracle. So if all you do today is breathe deeply, look up at the sky, remember a moment of joy, that's enough. That's life being lived. And it matters. Maybe more than you know. Because a long life isn't just about how many birthdays you celebrate. It's about the tenderness with which you meet each moment, the grace you show yourself, the quiet resilience in your bones. You are aging, yes, but aging is not fading. It is ripening, softening, deepening, becoming more you with every passing day. And if these 7 signs have shown us anything, it's that our bodies speak in gentle ways. Through our walk, our grip, our sense of purpose. Through the clarity of our minds, the love we give and receive, the rest we honor, and the hope we hold. These signs are not predictions carved in stone. They are invitations to notice, to nurture, to care. Not out of fear, but out of deep respect. For this one beautiful life you've been given, you're still writing your story. And no matter what the pages ahead hold, there is wisdom in every line. So live slowly, love deeply, laugh when you can, and know that even now, even here, you are enough. If this story moved you, share it with someone you care about.